So we asked the question, well, if we're going to start a church, we want it to be a church for people who are outside of faith, or people who typically don't go to church. And maybe they had a bad experience in the past. Maybe they're just kind of skeptical of organized religion. Maybe for them, church has a negative connotation. I don't know. But we want it to be a place where those people could find a community that would help them find deep and meaningful, profound life with God. And we think about Jesus, that's what his whole thing was about. Jesus was always going for those who are on the other side of whatever barrier that kept people from God.
Don't care.
What would it look like for us to be a church that really pours ourselves into the community? We've chosen Carlisle to be the center of our operations as Engage. We do that because we live here, or we live in the area. We believe that a church should harness the love that God puts in our hearts, harness that, and then pour that out so that church really should primarily benefit its non-members, those on the outside. And so we think, how is it that we can find and discover the places and the people in this community who have needs, and then reach out and pour ourselves out to try to meet those needs? And what would it look like for us to be a church where people can be themselves, can be real and authentic? We live in a culture where most places we go, we're probably not our true selves. And in at least my experience, I've been in churches where I was probably the most fake at church than I was anywhere else in my life.
You gave me nothing, now it's all I got. One, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, now we're doing it again. You say love is a temple, love a high.
I feel like I fit in.
I just love the community, and I'm here to serve. Inspiration is what motivates me and motivates other people, and I know I've been inspired through this whole process. That's just what we're here to do.
What do I do with my hands? And putting together what I believe and where I stand, and I'm not judged while I'm doing it.
This is a great place to start again and refresh, kind of just take a step back and another look at why do I even believe in God?
Really grow as much in our walk of faith as well as encourage others. So that's really why we're here.
Sisters, brothers, one life, but we're not the same.
A couple years ago, in June of 2007, we started looking around, and we heard that the food bank in town, Project Share, had this property that needed like an extreme home makeover. And we wanted to do something, but we didn't have the money to do it. And so we threw some resources together, and at the Amani Festival that year, we sold cheesesteaks. And besides clogging people's arteries, we were able to raise about $1,200. And so that, combined with some other resources and people, we went and did this extreme home makeover at this farm stand that Project Share owns. And it's a place now where the community comes together, and they receive fresh fruit, and they can work there, and it really empowers, and they can gain a sense of dignity. And that's one example. Something else that we've done that we're kind of proud of is we, a couple years ago, said, we know these single parents, and it's wintertime, and they need safe vehicles if they're going to get their kids to school, if they're going to keep their jobs. And so let's winterize vehicles and prepare them for the winter so that these people can have safe, travels and work and school. And so we got resources together, some people donated money, and then on a cold day in December, we winterized about 30 different vehicles. And this year, a year later, we did it again with New Life Church, our parent church, And we served 60 different vehicles, 60 different families. And one of the families who had come last year and received help, now this year was helping to organize it and run the whole thing on that Saturday. Incredible. So join Engage, be a part of being, exploring, and inspiring life with us.